UBS downgrading Ford to sell from neutral, cutting GM to a neutral from buy. The analyst citing demand destruction and a rapid shift to oversupply in the industry. That was fast. Courtney, what do you make of it? I mean, the stocks have been trading terribly for a while now.
They have, yeah. And I do think their valuations are significantly lower than their historicals. And I do think it's if anything, I would say an opportunity. I found this pretty severe, I would say. I mean, we're still in this period where people can't get enough cars. They're still having to buy used cars. All the people who have been buying cars last few years are used cars. They're going to have to get a newer car sooner than then. But yes, I think there is going to be some sort of pullback here as you are seeing interest rates rising, and so people are going to be able to afford less car. But I think it's the same idea with housing here, where it's pushing this demand down the line. I don't see the severe demand destruction. I thought this was actually a little bit more pessimistic than I was expecting to see.
Well, I mean, hopefully people still be able to afford cars by the time the cars are available. I mean, I think that's sort of one issue, Karen, that we're dealing with in terms of thinking about how the consumer is facing inflation and all the other rising costs.
Right, including auto financing.
Yeah.
Right. So that's one, and gas and whatnot. But there was a few positives, mostly negatives, though. They talked also about GM Finance, which has really had a nice benefit of terminal value of cars being so much higher as they get back from off lease. But I think that it does seem to me to be a bit overdone. I think the stock clearly isn't reflecting a very robust return. I think they're going to see good inventory development from the third quarter production. That'll be good. I do think the buyers in the short term are still there for those very high margin cars. But I am concerned about that not having a lot of follow through into next year.
Guy, GM and or Ford.
Mel.
Value trade or value trap?
It's interesting. First of all, I've been dead wrong in these. Let's just get it out there. 100% ago, literally in Ford, and this is, I'm talking to myself, you could have made the valuation argument, and it would have been a good argument. And there was a point where we all looked like geniuses in Ford when the stock doubled from 14 to 28. And here we are round trip. They're value traps, and they've been value traps, and they will continue to be. Doesn't seem to be capitulation at all. And I'm not suggesting we go down to 2020 levels that we saw in GM, which I think was 24. But look, there still seems to be some downside. Think about UBS to make a call like this in this environment, given what we've seen in the broader market, given how miserable these stocks have been. For them to make a call like that, they didn't do it half-hearted, let's say. I'm choosing to use that word instead of the negative word. So they obviously come to Jesus moment. And they're making this call. I will say this. AutoNation, which hung in there today, through 98 in AutoNation, and the party's over. Then you have to really start looking at the entire group much differently.
Yeah, I would just say that this is kind of ground zero for what Jamie Dimon is saying. That next 1% in Fed funds is going to be painful, and it's going to be painful for companies like this that have actually been dying to build inventory for demand that they thought existed after the supply chain issues, and a whole host of other things related to the pandemic. And now all of a sudden you find yourself with the Fed raising interest rates at the fastest clip they've done in 40 plus years. And we don't know as an economy how to deal with a stagflationary environment. So when you think about, to your question, because I'm going to play your game, you even asked me to, is value trade or value trap? In this environment, it's clearly a value trap. And I'm not saying that if you start buying Ford at 11, understanding that it's going to be a hat-sized guy, what are you, 7 3/8 or something like that? Maybe it goes down that way in a further bear market or recession. But again, these stocks are probably going lower for all those reasons.